Thank you very much, Paul. Every time I hear that myself introduced, I sort of pause and wonder about all the things I've done, most of which were initiated as a consequence of some serendipitous event in my life, not necessarily because I started at the age of 12 and planned this whole thing out. And I also remember that my wife, of 15 years now, which is one of my most important accomplishments, tells me that no matter what I do in my life, on my tombstone it's going to say Bob Kerrey, he dated Deborah Winger. So I do want to congratulate all of you. Your student speaker said it much better than I can, but you really have earned this degree. And there's no doubt that you've worked harder, that you've sacrificed more, and that you've had to overcome a lot more than most college graduates. So I have serious doubts about whether or not I can give you any advice that will enable you to live a happier, healthier, and a more successful life. And my guess is that you've already figured out how to get that done. And it's probably more likely that you could give me advice that'd be more value added. Each of you will have a story, and I'm personally interested in the stories of human beings. And your stories unquestionably will inspire and make other people feel like they can overcome, that they can do things that they didn't think they could accomplish. And each of you will have at least one thing in common with me, and that is you have a lot of people to thank. So let me do it for you. To your family, to your parents, to your wives, husbands, and others who are so close to you that you consider them to be a part of your family, thank you. You gave without expectation of recognition or reward. So today, enjoy a little reward in the pride that you should feel for your graduate. To your teachers, whose lives are also full of personal challenges, thank you for teaching here. Thank you for dedicating your lives to helping others learn the things they need to live better and more fulfilling lives. To your administrators, your staff, and volunteer community, thank you as well. You are the ones who keep traditions alive, who struggle with the always exciting financial challenges of keeping non-endowed institutions alive and well. Most of all to you graduates, thank you for making the effort. Thank you for not quitting. Thank you for persevering to the end. Of all the things I wish for you is this: I hope that you awake most days grateful for your lives, grateful for your friends, grateful for the good fortune that has come your way. Again, more than most graduates, you are likely to know that things could have been different. Things could have been much worse and much more lonely than your life will now be. Now, I said at the beginning I wasn't going to give you any advice, but I was in politics 16 years, so I lied to you. The very good news, though, is I'm not going to give you any advice from me. It's advice that I once heard someone who's a lot wiser and smarter than me, a fellow in Nebraska by the name of Warren Buffett. We held a conference of high school students while I was in the Senate, and they studied all day long and tried to answer a single question: could they accumulate wealth and become wealthy by saving a little bit over a long period of time? And they basically learned about compounding interest and opportunity costs, and something that Warren has done a pretty good job of over the course of his life. So when he was done talking, he took questions, and Warren only talks for 2 or 3 minutes. He's brilliant at answering questions, and he was in this case. A young man got up and said, "Mr. Buffett, with great respect to you, sir, we've been studying how to become wealthy, but aren't most wealthy people jerks?" And this is before America met Donald Trump, by the way. So Warren paused and gave, I think, a wonderful answer. He said, "No, that's not my experience." He said, "My experience is that jerks are pretty evenly distributed across all income categories. And my experience is that wealth just allows you to be a little more what you already were. So that if you start off a jerk and you become wealthy, you can be a really big jerk and make everybody's life as miserable as possible. But if you start off with the one thing that you control absolutely, good character, and become wealthy, you can do good things with it. You can do extraordinary things with it." So basically I'm saying to you that not becoming a jerk is entirely up to you. It's the only thing you really control. And it's also the only thing that will determine whether or not somebody wants to be your friend, your husband, or your wife. So my 2 cents on the question of good character. You're all entitled to your own opinion. I'll give you mine. It's honesty. It's occasional humility. It's sharing responsibility for making your community a better place. It's helping others when they need it, not when it's most convenient to you. It's doing the job the best you can with as little complaint as possible, and feeling good when somebody else displays artistic, athletic, or academic genius. So, knowing only one thing about graduation speeches for certain, that no one ever complains that the speaker did not talk long enough, I conclude my remarks with my opening statement. Congratulations. What you've accomplished, I have one more sentence. Remember, as the road rises up, and it will rise up, there will be moments in your life. Remember this moment, and let the pride that you feel sustain you over the course of your life. Thank you very much.